Hey guys, my name is Pooja and in this video I'm going to explain higher order functions in Scala. First of all, what is Scala? Scala is a general purpose programming language. It supports object-oriented, functional and imperative programming approaches. It is a strong static type language. It was designed by Martin Odersky. It was officially released for Java platform in early 2004 and for .NET Framework in June 2004. Later on, Scala dropped .NET support in 2012. The file extension of Scala source file is .scala or .sc. For example, we can save a file as hello.scala or hello.sc. The syntax here is filename.scala or filename.sc. Here the file name can be any other name. Scala is influenced by Java, Haskell, Lisp, etc. You can create any kind of application like web application, enterprise application, mobile application, desktop based application, etc. Now, way to use Scala. We can use Scala in web applications, utilities and libraries, data streaming with Akka, parallel batch processing, concurrency and distributed application, data analysis with Spark, AWS Lambda expression and ad hoc scripting in REPL, etc. Next, coming to our topic, higher order functions. So, what are higher order functions? Higher order function is a function that either takes a function as argument or returns a function. In other words, we can say a function which works with function is called higher order function. Higher order function allows you to create function composition, lambda function or anonymous function, etc. It is even utilized in minimizing redundant lines of code from a program. Now, let us see few programs. Here, I am using Eclipse for writing these programs. So, let's say I want to declare a function which is able to do some arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, or finding minimum and maximum among two numbers, three numbers, and so on. So now I am declaring a function def and I want to name this function as arith. I want to pass three arguments in this function arith. The first two arguments are straightforward. Let the first argument be a and its data type be double. Let the second argument be b and its data type is double. Now this third argument will decide which arithmetic operation to perform. We can pass function now as a third argument. Let the function be fun. Here we have to write the data types of the arguments that are going to be passed in this function fun. I want to pass a and b in this function fun. So what is the data type of a? Double. And what is the data type of b? Double. Close the bracket. Now here we have to write the result. So rocket symbol. So what is the data type of the result that is returned by this function fun? As double and double returns double. So the data type of the result is also double. So the result of this function fun will be the data type of double. So close the bracket and now what is the data type of the result which is written by this function arith as double and double gives double. So the data type of the result is also double. Now we have to call the function fun here and pass the arguments a and b. That's it, semicolon. Now let's pass the values now. Let us define values to pass as arguments. So in the main, val answer equal to the function arith and let the value of a be 10 and then let the value of b be 20. Here, the third argument should be the arithmetic operation to perform. I want to perform addition. So, a comma b, rocket symbol, results a plus b, bracket close and semicolon. Here, this notation is called anonymous function. So what is anonymous function? Anonymous function is a function that has no name but works as a function. You can create anonymous function either by using this rocket symbol or underscore, that is wildcard in Scala. Let us discuss that wildcard later. So this arithmetic notation here is anonymous function. Now I want to print this answer. So println answer. Now save this file and run it. See, the result is 30. As we know, if we add 10 and 20, it gives 30. So what is the data type of this 30? Double. Now similarly, we can perform the other arithmetic operations also. Suppose for multiplication, just change this notation as a into b, save the file and run it again. See, the result is 200 as 10 into 20 is 200. Similarly, if I want to find the minimum among 10 and 20, I have to rewrite this notation as a space min space b. Again, I am running this file. So the result is 10 because the minimum among 10 and 20 is 10. For maximum, we have to rewrite this notation as a space max space b. Run this file again. See, the result is 20 because the maximum among 10 and 20 is 20. Suppose if I want to pass other argument, let it be c and its data type be double. Now I want to rewrite this function here using function composition. So what is function composition? In Scala, functions can be composed from other functions. It is a process of composing in which a function represents the application of two composite functions. So I want to write a function inside function here. So fun, bracket and pass the third argument c here. So see, this results a function inside a function. Now here pass the third value. Let the third value be 30. That's it. Save the file and run it. See, the result is 30 because the maximum among 10, 20 and 30 is 30. If I want to perform addition of these three numbers, just rewrite this notation as a plus b. Run the file again. See, the result is 60 because if we add 10, 20 and 30, the result is 60. Now, we can rewrite this notation in a most comfortable way using the wildcard in Scala, that is using underscore. So, just rewrite this notation as underscore plus underscore and save this file and run it again. See, the result is same 60. So, it makes us easy to write the code. See, this is called the wildcard in Scala. We can also perform minimum operation also. Now just write underscore space min space underscore. Save this file and run it again. See, the result is 10 because the minimum among 10, 20 and 30 is 10. See, it just simplifies the writing of this code. So that's about higher order functions, function composition and anonymous function. Thank you.